Very good afternoon, everyone. Maybe because of a heavy lunch, people may be in a relaxing mood. Whether federal relations of the country is a topic to discuss in such a mood is another question. And the moderator's role is not to speak voluminously on the topic, just to get ideas from the speakers and add to that only. In addition to that, to monitor or just go through the different people who are participating. Here we have two speakers present here. One, Professor Dr. N. Gireesh Kumar sir will be joining online. We will be concluding the session by 3 o'clock and then proceeding with the remaining presentations. I think almost 6-7 presentations are left. In this topic, I would like to just put forward 2-3 points before, not only before the speaker, but before all of you. Because as Meera has rightly remarked, the federal relations of the country is facing big problems. You know, every other day we are listening to news or we are witnessing issues between the states as well as the central government on different matters. Not only on the financial allocation, there are very favoritism alleged. There is like kind of some states are not given whatever is due from the center. And GST also the big one of contestants. We are reminded of the American principle, like fair apportionment implied in the federalism class for central state relations in the third semester. Okay, we have gone through the American federal principle of fair apportionment. Fair apportionment, the word itself or the expression itself consists of its meaning that there should not be any extraneous consideration or any political agenda or any other kind of irrelevant consideration when it comes to distribution of resources between states by the center. And that fair apportionment principle is badly affected in our country because of many reasons. And the second point is governor's role. Whether governor is an agent of the center, whether he's an employee of the central government, or whether he can be used as a tool to act against a state when an opposition party is ruling the state and the party ruling the central government is not having any political power inside the state. These are big issues. So what I feel is, this is a political issue. And we, as learners of law, have big role to play here because to educate the common people, because the word governor means somebody will define it as the person who is supposed to govern. The ordinary man in the street will think that governor is the person supposed to govern. And when he is interfering in the governance of the state, what is wrong with it? But we have constitution as a document, and it has specifically mentioned about the role of the governor. So he is only the channel or the official outlet of governance, not the source of governance. The source of governance is the constitution, and the elements or the points of power are either the parliament or the state legislature or different administrative or other bodies of the government. Governor is only the manifesting point. Through governor, we are witnessing or we are seeing what is governance. That's like he is signing under the document or under the law or any other document. That doesn't mean that he is a mere rubber stamp. The role and limitation, power and limitations of the governor is especially mentioned in the Constitution. I hope our panelists will be discussing at length on it. So I put forward the points of political consideration in kind of like when we speak about a federal theory, we speak about sociological theory. When a system itself is looking like federal, like Indian system, we can see the multicultural or the pluralistic nature. Different units or different states are having different characteristics, but they are united into the unit. So it is already a federal system which was legalized by the constitution. So that's why we did not mention the word federal in our constitution, because the system is already federal. What we require is to have a constitution which is explaining the powers between the units of government. So one problem we are facing is political consideration. Political consideration of favoring some states and acting against some other states. We will discuss the matter. Second thing is promotion or demotion of languages in the name of whatever reason. Some languages are languages of the nation, some are not. This is the characteristic of the recent government, whether it is acceptable. And about culture also, language is inevitably related to culture. This problem arises. Some section of the society is having a dominant culture, some are not having. It is not acceptable. So language issue, then political considerations in resource allocation, problems with the distributive justice. Not only in individual lines, we can speak about distributive justice. When it comes to the center-state relations also, we should have the word in our mind. There should be distributive justice in among the states. Okay. Then promotion or demotion of religious interest. Whenever a political party is ruling the center or having rule over majority of the state, and if the political party is representing a particular religion expressly or by implication, there is a chance for such a religion, and the what to say, we see in the corners of this country killing in the name of cow, any other kind of religious problems. So whether such kind of things can be promoted in a system in which rule of law is the paramount objective. So these things, first thing I have spoken about, political problem in distribution of resources between center and state. Then promotion and demotion of languages, religions, culture. Then the final point is the using or utilizing the governor as a tool for oppressing or opposing or silencing a state which is democratically elected. I hope Chola Chacha, my dear friend, will be starting the discussion, and then we will listen to Sunny sir, and thereafter Krishnamar sir also will be having a few words online. Then I request my dear researchers as well as LLM students to raise your concerns also. This is not meant merely for the speakers only. This forum is open for all. The only problem is we should mind the time. We should be concluding it by 3 or 4. Please.